Finally, an AV store built by people more interested in home theater than making money. For audio, video, and everything in between, visit store.audioholics.com. Hey, I'm Andrew Gash with Audioholics. We've done a bunch of soundbars, but not one like this. The Outlaw Audio OSB-1 uses the HPass technology that we first saw demoed in a trade show booth back in 2009. HPass, which stands for Hybrid Pressure Acceleration System, is essentially a proprietary cocktail of several speaker technologies. It's bass reflex meets inverse horn meets transmission line. Using a unique cabinet design, these technologies are more or less cascaded one to another to pressurize and accelerate low frequencies. The final result is that an HPass design can deliver extended, deep bass with low distortion in a way that you just wouldn't think is possible, but it works. So the OSB-1 soundbar is a horizontally oriented HPass cabinet, and it has a frequency response of 47 Hz to 20 kHz, plus or minus 3 dB. And it does that with just a pair of 4-inch midwoofers and a couple of 3/4-inch tweeters, and a whole lot of fancy port technology and other tricks as we've mentioned. The drivers are actually positioned on the outer edges of the speaker, allowing for the widest natural stereo separation possible. Playing back some older Chicago, we queued up tracks like 25 or 6-4, and the amount of bass present from this soundbar was substantial. I mean, those who are forced into that decision of aesthetics or sound, you're going to get the aesthetics of being able to locate all your speakers in a soundbar. However, you're also going to get enough space to put out some decent audio, which is good. Now, when we played classical music, like Moonlight Sonata, as played by the London Philharmonic, the piano had a nice belly to it where the pressure of the keys was driving the mid-bass solidly into the room without losing any of that higher or lower registers of the surrounding octaves. Now, on tracks where we deliberately tested out the lower frequency extension, like Seal's Waiting for You, the synth bass, which is highly compressed, remained punchy and aggressive. Strained vocals exerted the tweeters, but still retained kind of a natural live sound. Fly Like an Eagle also stretched the limits of this soundbar, but the results were quite surprising, and the kick came through with nearly as much bite as I'm used to when I'm hearing them on my referenced and on AHD 2000 headphones. The soundstage was surprisingly natural, though not terribly wide in the 2-channel mode. So to widen up the sound, we tried out some of the other modes, which actually work on stereo content, but also work directly with DTS encoded material to intelligently reproduce surround using DSP algorithms. It's pretty impressive. Some actually enjoy listening to 5-channel mode in order to get a bit more room-filling sound. For movies like Expendables 2, this mode really came through and created a more enveloping sound than the 2-channel mode. And all of the modes, including the 3-channel mode, which actually ghosts a center channel, and the enhanced 5-channel mode, are light years ahead of what we've heard any TV offer. Now let's talk about the physical soundbar. It's 43 inches wide, 5.5-inch tall rectangle enclosure with tapered ends. Now on the front, you've got a 2-character display that provides feedback on source, volume, whether a sub is connected, and the audio playback mode. It takes a little getting used to, but we did find that we learned the naming scheme pretty quickly. The OSB-1 can also be set on a shelf or even flipped upside down and wall mounted. Now when you flip it, Outlaw provides a way to also flip the display and the grill. There's even an inverted control panel label, so you don't have to read the default one upside down. Now, the cost. The OSB-1 runs for $799. So it's not meant to be a budget product for those looking to gain only a slight advantage over their televisions. This is a system that's being positioned for those who want to be able to play loud and clean and without distortion. However, wait, there is more. The OSB-1 includes the sub outputs, so you bass heads out there can add in this. It's the M8 subwoofer, and you get the whole package for $998. Now that is not a bad upgrade, and this is a pretty solid sub that we enjoyed quite a bit. For $200 and a cable, it's almost a no-brainer. Okay, here's the question of the week. What kind of music do you like to listen to? Tell us the genres and the artist. We really want to know. Leave us a note in the comments below the video, and while you're there, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And check us out on Facebook. We can give you all the latest news, reviews, and updates on our page, so like our page at facebook.com/Audioholics. And if you want to know what we're thinking even before we do, then follow us on Twitter at Audioholics Live.